Welcome to Zenergy. I want to tell you a little bit about how this thing started. In 2015, I was living in New York City, studying musical theater in college as well as childhood education. And at the time, I was also suffering from immense anxiety and depression. Though I thought I was living my dreams, I was also living my worst nightmare. I went to multiple boutique studios as it was becoming the new trend of the industry and the standard to find something that would calm my nerves, calm my anxiety, not knowing what I would find, but I found something that was truly magical. Every single time I stepped into those studios, I found a family, I found a home, and I found people that supported me. To be able to step inside of a room, forget everything that was happening outside of the four walls was a magical experience. I felt as though I was being transported to a completely different world. Though I continued going to those studios, my depression and anxiety continued to get worse and worse. Suicidal thoughts started to come in, and I made the decision to move back home. My dad drove up with a U-Haul, we packed my entire apartment, and the next day drove back home. And bam, New York City was behind me. The place that I loved so much and had dreamed about my entire life. My dreams were behind me. Here I was, back in the city that started it all for me, my hometown and a place that I love so much, Charleston, West Virginia. I found that there was nothing like what was happening in the bigger metropolitan cities. I approached my dad and told him that the one thing that was making me feel so at ease in New York City was a space where you could feel connected, a space where you felt like every person that walked in through the door was a part of your family. A space that no matter what was happening outside of that room, you felt at home. I went to my dad and told him that we had to bring this new thing to Charleston. He told me that I was absolutely crazy, but he said that if I put together a business plan and made it all happen, that he would support it 100%. 4 weeks later, an experience was born, a 15-bike studio that my family helped me create. So that I wasn't creating the same experience as I had in New York City, I worked to put my own spin on it. We created a space with no mirrors. We created a space that was not boot camp based. We created a space that wasn't about the bike, but was about the bike at the same time. A place where you could clip into the bike and out of the rest of the world. A place where you could do something on your own, yet with a group of people. That is Zenergy. Here we are years later, and our community and team is still growing, and we can't wait for you to be a part of our Zenergy story.